By May 2026, the news has taken on a surreal quality. Pope Leo calls on tech titans to disarm artificial intelligence, while global powers scramble for critical metals along rural supply chains. The scientific reports are no less strange. A robot in China completed a half marathon in 50 minutes, and researchers document the impact on wild salmon exposed to cocaine. The economy is fracturing. AI mints billionaires overnight, while entry-level corporate work disappears. Consuming these isolated headlines makes the world look like chaotic noise, obscuring a systemic shift that links every one of these events together. Seeing the actual picture requires a different method. By using data aggregation to find the overlaps in these stories, we can identify where the noise turns into a signal. This diagram represents the core of the 2026 economy. Three sectors, software, infrastructure, and raw materials, are currently colliding to form a single interconnected system. This three-part collision is the hidden architecture defining the near-future economy. The software node is moving beyond simple conversational tools. We are now seeing the rise of autonomous AI agents, systems capable of planning and executing multi-step tasks without human intervention. To capture this efficiency, Wall Street firms are paying human AI trainers $25,000 a day to automate their core high-value workflows. These models are now independently solving 80-year-old mathematical theorems that have stumped human experts for generations. While these autonomous software models represent immense cognitive power, they simply cannot function without a massive physical footprint. This software boom has triggered an infrastructure race. Oracle recently secured an incredible $16 billion in financing, purely to expand the massive data centers required to house these models. This map shows the extreme measures taken to protect that investment. Tech companies are laying fiber optic lines directly parallel to existing oil pipelines to route data out of the Gulf region. These corridors put the AI industry in direct competition with nation-states for electricity, as a single data center cluster's draw rivals the surrounding power grid. The abstract cloud is a physical behemoth. It carves up the earth and remains entirely dependent on a finite supply of materials to keep expanding. This leads to the resource node. Manufacturing the advanced chips that run these data centers requires a constant flow of specific, critical minerals. This freight train in rural Africa is now a strategic asset, a proxy battleground where the US and China compete for access to essential metals. That scramble extends to the ocean floor. Scientific submersibles like this one are deployed to map mineral deposits as industries prepare for deep-sea mining. Abstract AI software requires physical infrastructure, which in turn triggers resource wars across the most remote environments on the planet. This intersection has created the agentic divide. In this new economy, possessing baseline professional skills is no longer a guarantee of survival. As autonomous agents take over foundational corporate tasks, the path for entry-level work is disappearing. We can see the pushback in everything from Pope Leo's calls for disarmament to the rising popularity of rotary unsmartphones as people attempt to disconnect from the acceleration. The global population is splitting into two groups, those who manage the automated systems and those who are displaced by them. The relentless pace of machine-driven systems makes it necessary to pause and filter the noise. High-level pattern recognition, the ability to find the connections between software, infrastructure, and resources, remains a vital human advantage. Noticing the hidden architecture of these overlapping systems provides the context required to maintain human agency in an automated world.
Every morning at 7 a.m., a Python script scans 14 sources. By the time I've walked Jade and made coffee, the synthesis is waiting. What signal are you processing?